Hey everyone, it's me, Art Director.
And I'm Killboss.
Those awards aren't gonna announce themselves, so let's get on with it.
Greetings, villains, vigilantes, heroes, and heroines.
You're tuned in to the Project SuperVillain Gaming and Music Awards show, and we're your hosts. I'm Art Drifter.
I'm Killboss.
I'm Mark Lamarck.
And I'm Ash.
The GAMA show, you guys might be familiar with it, is a gaming and music awards show dedicated to electronic music and the best games of 2020. Now, we're aware that there's plenty of other awards shows that you guys could see, but this one's different because we're actually going to be celebrating the things that are important. All aspects of gaming pretty well get looked at here, and we're only going to be making the show bigger as the years go on. So, without further ado, let's hop into our first award. Some of those fun and memorable moments anyone can experience in gaming often derive from online experiences. These are the ones you can play with or against your friends. Every year there are plenty of options for games to play within relevancy, but the thing is, there's plenty of games out there that we can still play all the time that are just still there. Just gold mines of awesome content. The first award of the evening represents the game that, despite its age, flourished in 2020, and it was named after one of the best moments in gaming history.
And the nominees are...
Hey, it's me again. You're the nominees for the best ongoing multiplayer, aka the Jenkins Award. League of Legends.
Glide the divide, the Emperor's divide is available. There it is! Jumping 1, 2, 3, court goes golden and stays.
Apex Legends.
Yeah! Eat it! Eat my push right scout! Right in your face! Ah!
Fortnite.
The elf won! Surprise, boy! Ah! Hey, it worked like I thought it would.
Among Us.
Get away!
And Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
From the left reverse side, gets the position, the hard one, whatever time he can get is gravy, and it's 4-1 now with 5 in a row. He's going 7-7. But maybe starting to come alive within this map. Once again, an ice clean white.
And the winner of the Jenkins Award is... Among Us.
Yo, we're supposed to be doing a GAMA award, dude.
Oh shit.
The next award might make you jump in excitement. Platforming games have been around since the dawn of gaming, and they are still to this day wowing audiences and creating some of the most important moments ever witnessed in the media.
The honor goes to the award that phased us with its fluidity and boasted the best bounds in the business. To present this award, I'd like to present our first special guest of the evening. Not typically known to do much jumping unless there's clowns nearby, it's Andrew from the Thunder Geeks. Welcome, Andrew.
Imbeciles! If you install it like that, the Gay Frog machine will never work! What's that? Game Awards? Ouch! And then I was like, you can't fit that many babies in there. Oh hi, I didn't notice you there. From time immemorial, man has looked to the sky and said, "Hey birds, what are you doing up there? Pretty sauce." But it wasn't until a stout Italian man decided that he wanted to go up, and learned how to jump. That man, of course, was named Mario, and platformers were born. And we have celebrated jumping in many ways, like the epic poem, Mac Daddy gonna make you a jump. Daddy Mac will make you jump. Crisscross will make you jump. And the nominees are...
Jump for joy. Here are the nominees for the 2020 Jumpman Award. And the nominees are... Ghost Runner. Sackboy, A Big Adventure. Ori, Will of the Wisps. Crash Bandicoot 4. And Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout.
the winner is... If you'd ever like to see your daughter again, please leave 1 million in unmarked... Oh, I'm sorry. Wrong man. And the winner is... Ghost Runner.
Though we had some pretty amazing picks for this year's award, Ghost Runner manages to narrowly take it, with its pulse-pounding action, perfected platforming, and a killer soundtrack, all coming together to make this amazing game. Go Ninja! Go Ninja! Go!
They say that art is a reflection of one's soul. When an artist creates a masterpiece, we get to see their passions, their dreams, and their infinite imagination brought to life through the machinations of their tools.
The Pixel Perfect Award is dedicated to these artists' works. Works of those who have poured their souls into their creations and left within them a small piece of themselves. A small part of their souls that will last an eternity, and surely leave an impression. One you can see in every pixel.
Presenting this award is someone incredibly familiar with art and being creative. We introduce to you, Rice Poison.
Yo everyone, it's Rice Poison. Thank you Project SuperVillain for having me on today. Whether it be from the concept art storyboard to the completed game, you need a game that draws you in from the get-go. So, using amazing artwork, you are able to immerse yourself within that world and be addicted to that game for hours. My favorite games that do this could be Breath of the Wild or Genshin Impact, but that's not the game we're here to talk to you about. In fact, our nominees for this year are...
I'm back again. Now it's time to present the Pixel Perfect Award for Best Art Direction and Visual Design. Here are the nominees. Streets of Rage 4. Ghost of Tsushima. Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Hades. And Doom Eternal.
And the winner is Hades.
Every single one of these titles had such amazing craftsmanship in its art direction. So again, it was tough to choose a winner.
But Hades takes it for not only having such detailed 2D art,
But its color palette and its distinctive motifs, which are akin to a graphic novel, are undoubtedly the best we've seen this year.
Teamwork makes the dream work. The Collab Co-Synergy Award is for the best EDM track in 2020 that is made by multiple artists. The unique blend of multiple distinct styles make for some seriously awesome and memorable tracks that are overall stellar.
Here are the collab tracks that slapped the hardest in 2020. And the winner of the Collab Co-Synergy Award is...
Yeah, he's gonna get it, don't worry. DHMPR and SPORIA.
For their track, Tsukasa. Co-op has been making a big comeback recently, and we couldn't be more thrilled. Over the past decade, co-op games, and especially local co-op, have kind of dwindled in the world of video games. They could be found few and far between, but even among those few, it was often only online co-op.
Thankfully, a huge resurgence in retro influence in the video game industry has propelled co-op gaming to greater heights than ever before. allowing us to once again experience the special feeling of sitting around the TV with your friends, hollering until the break of dawn with controllers in hand. You know, after all this shit.
Fuck! I forgot my mask, I'm naked.
I just wasn't breathing.
The award for the best co-op, named after one of the best games of the genre, the L4D Award, is presented to you by a good friend of ours. Please welcome Nine Spence. Take it away, Spencer.
2B, come over this way. The readings are coming from this direction, but make sure you've got your mask on. Reports in the area suggest that there's a toxic miasma that could be dangerous to androids. Over here. Ah, I found it. An old human data pad. What's on it? Oh, something about video games. Co-op games. Well, co-op games is much like us. We have a lot of fun. And it's always good to play things with other people, especially good friends. Right, 2B? Here are the nominees.
Don't be afraid. We've got your back. And we've also got the nominees for this year's L4D Award, the award for Best Co-op Game. Here are the nominees. Phasmophobia. Journey to the Savage Planet.
Yeah, there's airborne enemies now.
Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Cute. How do I emote?
Deep Rock Galactic. And Little Hope.
And the winner of the award is Deep Rock Galactic.
Co-op is steadily becoming more and more common, and as such it is becoming harder and harder for certain games to stand out. But Deep Rock Galactic manages to distinguish itself from the rest with its unique premise on a mining sim and its zany universe filled with booze, bugs, and dwarves.
So it's not Minecraft?
It's not Minecraft,
Okay.
It's Dwarfcraft and Starship Dwarf Troopers. But nonetheless, this is one co-op experience that will surely be remembered for years to come.
An often underlooked, heard aspect of gaming is the countless hours of time and labor put into the audio of the games that we enjoy. We aren't talking about the music, which is usually front and center. Don't worry, we'll get to that.
This award celebrates the title of 2020, whose sound effects and ambience have become burned into our brains. Where worlds sound as alive as they look, where no detail is spared, and where all is made to sound as real as virtually possible.
Now we present the Play SMR Award, named after ASMR, obviously, because sounds and ears and stuff, you know?
Listen up, everyone. This is the Play SMR Award for Best Audio and Sound Design in a video game. Here are the nominees. Doom Eternal. Hades. Ghost Runner. Cyberpunk 2077. And Ghost of Tsushima.
And the winner of the Play SMR Award for 2020 is Doom Eternal. Hell yeah. The game with the best audio has to go to Doom Eternal. Not because the competition wasn't as good, but because it simply couldn't be as good. The freedom they had with this project, the level of sound design that they achieved was absolutely astronomical.
Because the audio is so synonymous with the style of game, with weapon blasts and impacts matching up to the beat of the music, not to mention its otherworldly sound design, it's no wonder we had to choose Doom Eternal to win this award. Hey, you know what I like?
What?
I like swords and to beat the shit out of people.
Duh! Let's make an award for that!
Yeah, let's make an award!
Alright, let's go.
That was us just months ago at the good old drawing board.
We all want to feel like a badass that can take on multiple foes at once. Whether unarmed or with a big pointy stick, There's nothing like a good old beat-em-up game to really make you feel like a bad motherfucker without risking some head trauma or maybe a few felony charges.
The Blades and Brawls Award is the award for the best beat-em-up / hack and slash game of 2020. Those titles that make you feel like you're living on the razor's edge, pushing your endurance for punishment to the max. But it keeps you coming for more because you just can't get enough. Here to present that award, our friend Rob.
So, I'm a bit busy moving. I'm gonna leave the introductions and all that to Cartoon Rob.
Heck, Borf. Bark, Bjork.
Thanks everybody, Rob here. And what I gotta say, man, do I love a good fight. The crunch you hear as your enemy's bones break and their cries for mercy as you... What's that? So what I gotta say is I love video games that involve fighting because you get to take your aggression out in a completely non-violent manner. Anyway, here are your nominees.
Mind if I cut in? These are the nominees for the Blades and Brawls Award. Ghost of Tsushima. Spider Miles Morales. Demon Souls. DMC5 Special Edition. And Millennial's Phoenix Rising.
And your winner is Ghost of Tsushima. Thanks everyone. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Melee combat in general seems to pose challenges for many of devs when it comes down to it, and the results can be hit or miss. Not only is Ghost of Tsushima a hit, but it hits just right, with satisfying swordplay more fluid than the shit you took last night.
We're talking a night after buffalo wings and beer shit. You know, kind of shit that never wipes. But don't worry, this is the good kind of shit.
Standing leagues above the competition, Ghost of Tsushima wins this year's Blades and Brawls Award. There are plenty of great aspects of electronic music, but one of the most prolific and beloved segments of an EDM track is, objectively, the bass drop. This section of a track often makes or breaks the entire experience.
Seldom will you see any EDM track top lists without a killer drop in tow. Without a semi-decent drop, an EDM track isn't quite complete, so we found it fitting to make an award for the most important part of the track. When we pick the best drop, we look for the track with the drop that slaps the hardest, but also provides a unique twist on the electronic music genre.
Here are the nominees.
And the winner of the Tinnitus Award for Best Drop is ColBreakz with his first drop from the track 75,000. That was amazing.
We've already taken a look at the games that have released some time ago but are still going strong today, as well as games that specialize in cooperative play. But what of the current multiplayer offerings in 2020? Well, we're not going to leave them out, of course. The following games offered the best experiences of the year when it comes down to friendly rivalries and online serious competition.
In two of the biggest multiplayer games in the world, a pickaxe is the chosen symbol to represent them.
As such, we felt it only fitting to name the award after such impactful titles. Presenting the award for the best multiplayer game is one who is no stranger to multiplayer games themselves.
One who has delved into many great titles this year and dragged us along with her. Please welcome Jigs Cosplay.
Hi, I'm Jigs Cosplay, and I'm here to announce the Pickaxe Award. Multiplayer games have always been a great way for us to come together online, and this year we needed that more than ever. We were able to come together, work as a team, and socialize in some of our favorite video games. We showed up our islands, hunted ghosts, raced for the crown, and even got the dub in our fave battle royales. Here are the nominees.
Ooh, yeah. Slam that pointy stick into my skull. Here are the nominees for the 2020 Pickaxe Award. Call of Duty Warzone. Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout. Valorant. One Company. And Genshin Impact.
And the winner is... Call of Duty Warzone.
There's always a surplus of multiplayer games out there to play, so narrowing it down can be extra tricky. However, there are a few games that stood out amongst the rest. But when it comes down to the best game, the one with the most playtime, the most updates, we have to look at Call of Duty Warzone, which will no doubt be a contender for the Jenkins Award in the future. This game was a different kind of battle royale from the start, but with that AAA polish that only Bobby Kotick can afford, it takes the win.
Since the very inception of gaming, shooters have been the sought-after experience of gamers aplenty. Whether it be first or third person, there's nothing really quite like blasting your enemies away with awesome weapons, packing that perfect punch to make the gameplay feel satisfying. So satisfying. In recent years, shooters have evolved to become so much more than just simple deathmatches or linear corridors filled with enemies. Now we have battle royales, we have looter shooters, we have RPG FPS hybrids like Deus Ex and Cyberpunk 2077. Their mechanics have become more intricate and more engaging, and the challenge offered by some of them is damn near out of control. But one thing that we can control is which game is going to win the Slayer Award for 2020.
And we can also control who announces the award. So without further ado, please welcome Chris the Tripod. Yeah.
Hey there, I'm Chris the Tripod, and I would like to thank Project SuperVillain for giving me the honor to give the award to the best shooter of 2020. Now, in my years of playing video games, I've learned that I like a lot of different things, including different types of shooters. I like the idea of Valorant and CSGO, where you have to know when to buy your guns and when to hold off. Rainbow Six Siege, where you have to know operators and know what's a good counter to them. And I really like games like Halo and Doom, where you can just turn off your brain and blast your waves of enemies. Every shooter is a little different, and that, I think, is the beauty of it, because there's a shooter for everybody. And with that in mind, here are the nominees for the best shooter of 2020.
Better get locked and loaded for the nominees of the best shooter, aka the Slayer Award. Doom Eternal, Cyberpunk 2077, Valorant, Rogue Company, and Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War.
And the winner is Doom Eternal.
Come on, you knew this would happen.
And the winner is Animal Crossing, right?
Did you even just watch what happened on the screen right now?
No, I was scared.
Go get new glasses. Now,
Okay.
out. Out. Shooters are a dime a dozen. It seems most video games of the action genre feature some form of ballistics with which you can lay waste to hordes of enemies. But when a game takes those principles of combat and builds an entire strategy and gameplay loop around them that is just as engaging as it is challenging, you know it's an obvious winner. With that being said, it's only fitting that this award goes to the successor of the series which basically pioneered the first-person shooter genre. Doom Eternal takes it for 2020.
Immersion. A very important term when it comes to discussing what makes a perfect RPG. How variable is my character? What options do I have? Who can I be? Do my actions even matter?
These are all relevant questions to consider, and we firmly believe nailing these aspects is fundamental to creating great RPGs.
The game that captures all of these aspects the best is the one that will be taking home the award tonight. An award which recognizes the quality and great attention to detail when it comes to immersing yourself in a fictional world or the shoes of your fictional persona.
Our award for the best RPG is called the Tales Award. The award is named after the ever-popular Tales series, beloved and renowned for being one of the best tried-and-true RPG experiences you can get. Presenting the award tonight is none other than Azaria Cosplay. The floor is all yours.
On our last mission, 9S asked me a very interesting question. He said, 2B, what makes a good role-playing game? And I had to think about that. Good story, good characters, great music, good... I guess nowadays, a few glitches have to be considered too. Here are the nominees for RPG of the Year.
You better take a second and immerse yourselves in the best RPG nominees for the Tales Award. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Yakuza Like a Dragon. Persona 5 Royal. Final Fantasy VII The Remake. And Cyberpunk 2077.
And the winner is Cyberpunk 2077. Congratulations.
Okay, let us explain, right? Please don't shoot us. We know that this game is super flawed. We know that it's nowhere near completion, and it's in such a sorry state compared to what was promised to us. It's inexcusable. However, one of the areas in which it excels amazingly is immersing you in the shoes of your character, V. However, one of the areas in which it excels amazingly is immersing you in the shoes of your character, V, and allowing you near limitless potential for how you build upon your skill.
While it's nowhere near perfection, as we said, the choices that you make can ultimately affect the lives and decisions of friends and foes alike. So choose wisely, Samurai. I feel like we have in choosing Cyberpunk 2077 as the best RPG of 2020.
It's one thing to make a great track. However, to create a group of tracks and having them all slap, well, we cannot overlook that. For this award, we took a look at all of the artists that released full EPs and albums in 2020, and we just fucking picked one. Imagine that.
This aspect of the genre is another amazing one, though it's one that's familiar to all aspects of music, really. When creating an album or an EP, a lot of artists like to stick to a theme or create some sort of story with their track, and this is no different here. Nominees, go! Here's the winner for the Binge-Worthy Award for the Best Album. It is God's Warrior with You Make Everything. The fantasies of most gamers often include harrowing feats and delving into uncertainty and dangerous situations. This leads us to the title for our award. We named it the Triforce Award in homage to one of the greatest action-adventure games of all time, Legend of Zelda.
The Triforce also represents, in a way, the key components which often lead to the most amazing games. Action, adventure, and, usually, one other key element. Whether it be role-playing, an epic narrative, challenging puzzles, or survival mechanics, it always seems that the greatest of the great games manage to bring together an awesome combination of elements that is sure to create an amazing experience which will leave a long-lasting impression.
Next up to the podium, we don't have a podium, but to present the Triforce Award, it's Marzipan.
Hi everyone, this is Marzipan. Thanks for having me. Do you like action? Do you like adventure? Then this is the genre for you. This is my personal favorite type of game to play, with immersive stories, environmental problem solving, and plenty of enemies to keep you on your toes. There's never a dull moment in these fantastic worlds. From adventure to Zelda, this hybrid genre is sure to have something for everyone. Now here are our nominees.
We're going on an adventure to find the nominees for the Triforce Award. And the nominees are The Last of Us Part 2, Ghost of Tsushima, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Demon Souls, and Immortals Phoenix Rising.
And the winner is Ghost of Tsushima.
Ghost of Tsushima is our choice for the award this year, as it nails the winning formula. Its excellent action is paced well with its captivating narrative.
Set in a world of enrapturing beauty which grounds you in the adventure until the very last flash of your blade, it was really no contest. Ghost of Tsushima wins it.
Well, we'd be lying to you if we called ourselves experts of this genre. Don't get us wrong, we have our favorites, but we kind of just stick to the realms of those titles. As such, it was particularly challenging for us to pick a winner, fairly. However, after extensive research and consulting with some professionals, we narrowed down our picks and have chosen the best of the best. We wouldn't have been able to do this without the help of our local fighting game enthusiast, the Busta Wolf.
Here's Cash to represent the Combat Award.
What's up everybody, the Busta Wolf here. Hope you're all staying safe and staying at home with some awesome video games. I'd just like to thank my friends at Project SuperVillain for having me on their Game of the Year award show. If you know me, I'm a huge fan of fighting games. Everything from 2D classics like Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, all the way to modern 3D juggernauts like Tekken 7. The fighting games and fighting game community have been a big passion of mine ever since I used to go to the arcades as a little boy. The reasons I love them so much is the growth and self-improvement you get from playing and practicing a fighting game. Playing against someone who's near your skill level turns into a true test of minds. Mind games, hard reads, spacing, and mechanical skill is always at the forefront of high-level play. It also helps having an amazing community like the FGC to help learn and grow as a player. Everyone from the tournament organizers, commentators, pro players, and average Joe players like myself all get to enjoy the hype of fighting games. It's a family of people who share a passion of being a true world warrior, traveling and finding your next rival and putting your skills to the test. But enough of me, let's get to the fighting game of the year. Here are the nominees.
And the following nominees will compete for Best Fighter, the Combat Award. Introducing first in the red corner, Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate. In the blue corner, brand new Fantasy Versus. Okay, I'm done with the color system. Next one is Street Fighter 5 Champions Edition. Override 2 Super Neck Lead. And finally, Under Night in Earth EXE Late CNR. That was a damn mouthful.
And the winner is Under Night in Birth, EX Late, CLR, but as we like to call it, Uniclear.
So, we'll be honest, we gave this award to Under Night in Birth. Now, we haven't played this game, But we talked to the Busta Wolf, and we kind of had to make our decision based off that, Metacritic, and just overall reception. It wouldn't have been fair for us to just say, hey, Mortal Kombat 11 wins because that's the game we play all the time. It didn't win because it didn't have a full game. It was an expansion. And the thing is, Under Night in Birth was a full game, had lots to it, a heavy competitive scene, and it just performed well just among the fans. So it has to go to Under Night in Birth.
The primordial emotion of fear is the oldest and rawest of human emotions. For uncounted eons, fear has been both a gift and a curse to humanity. It's kept us alive for all intents and purposes, and it can be just as crippling as it is thrilling, and gamers are known and avid thrill seekers in the digital world.
Horror games have come so far in the short time they've existed in our mortal coil, and they've provided us with so many great scares. Just so many amazing thrills, and this is why we have to include an award for this genre, rather than reject it as so many other award shows seem to do. Now that's the real horror.
But enough senseless rambling. Let's hand it off to our local trench coat and hat wearing friend, whom is actually an amalgamation of several small lizards cartoonishly holding themselves together to be human. But we all know it's not. Here to present the Evil Award, our friend, Megan Smash.
Yeah, fuck.
Thanks for the intro, and thank you to everyone at Project SuperVillain for giving me a chance to collaborate with you once again. I love what you're doing, and I know it's a lot sometimes. You guys have really big dreams, and I know sometimes it can be scary, but I want you to know that you guys have a lot of people in your corner, and that's the great thing about courage. Courage is the presence of fear and overcoming those hurdles regardless of it being there. And that's what I love about horror games. Horror games give us a chance to face up against horrific stuff, whether it be a disgusting creature that wants to eat our supple, delicious body, or overcoming our own personal demons. Horror games thrill us, chill us, and fill us with fear. And that's why I'm here to present Project SuperVillain's Gaming and Music Awards Best Horror Game. Here are your nominees.
Why are you screaming? You have no idea what true fear is. Not yet. But you and fear are about to get very intimate as I announce the nominees for this year's Evil Award. The nominees are Call of Duty Warzone because of that fucking file size, Resident Evil 3 Remake, Phasmophobia, The Last of Us Part 2, Amnesia Rebirth, and Little Hope.
And the winner is... I apologize, that is the wrong envelope. That is another letter to Capcom asking them to remaster Haunting Ground. The winner is The Dark Pictures, Little Hope. Thank you again, and stay safe out there.
Every time Supermassive Games makes a title, it always turns out to be awesome. Little Hope was no exception, and it was of little surprise that the Dark Pictures anthology would be appearing in this show.
Truly unique is the experience presented to you by the curator, with so many branching paths and options for play, not to mention an absolutely unnerving narrative and atmosphere. Little Hope wins the Evil Award as 2020's Best Horror Game.
Another seriously awesome aspect of the electronic genre, the remixes. The possibilities are nearly endless when it comes to the direction of which this genre flows. Sometimes artists can take aspects of another's work and remake it into something completely new, but with those familiar sounds that we've already grown accustomed to and come to love.
We look for the track that takes the best parts of already released works, but provides a new, fresh, and pleasing twist. But without further ado, here are the nominees. here we are with the winner of the Double Dip Award for Best Remix.
And the winner is ELEPS for his remix of Only Now by 7 Lions.
Music makes the world go round. It also makes any video game that you're playing kick twice as much ass. You know, when it's done well. And that's exactly what this award is here to celebrate. Original soundtracks that are perfected and polished to the point of being legendary, where you question if the artists behind these soundtracks are even human, where the music syncopates with your actions and the world surrounding you, intermingling to the degree that the soundtrack and the game become inseparable and synonymous with one another. An impressive feat of musical understanding, to say the least. But enough standing on ceremony, let's get to the nominees for the Symphony of the Bite Award.
Sing me that sweet battle music, my operatic divas of flesh and steel. These are the nominees for the best soundtrack of 2020 Persona 5 Royal. Cyberpunk 2077. Doom Eternal. Streets of Rage 4.
And this year's winner for the Symphony of the Bite Award is Doom Eternal. Look at that. They say lightning never strikes the same place twice. Not the case for Doom Eternal and its soundtrack. Just as it was long ago in the days of DOS, Doom Eternal's OST and even that of its predecessor in 2016 have become tantamount to their experience overall. The Doom soundtracks are often regarded as some of the best that video game music has ever had to offer. Its integration with its gameplay propels it far beyond the heights of its competition, and it is without a doubt the best soundtrack of 2020.
But wait, there's more! We used to be of the opinions that DLC and expansions were nothing but trouble and often not worth the money. Over the past decade, however, many different forms of DLC have proven to be worth their weight in gold. Sure, there are more egregious examples which add damn near nothing to the experience, but it's become far more common for DLC to be of high quality and to add many more hours of enjoyment to an already great experience. The Experience Expansion Award is our way of celebrating such illustrious efforts to get fans even more of what they enjoy. The Experience Expansion Award will now be presented by an expansion to our friend circle. Please welcome Rana Axelou.
Hey everybody, Renaxaloo here, and thank you so much to Project SuperVillain for allowing me to be a part of this. You guys make awesome videos, and I'm always looking forward to your next one. I am a huge fan. But do you know what else I am a huge fan of? DLCs and expansions. So I've just beaten this game, and it's felt a little lackluster to me. There could have been more added to it, or maybe I just love a game so much that I'm just craving more content. Well, DLCs and expansion are a perfect way to add extras to the game, maybe enhance it, maybe change it altogether. Maybe giving you a super awesome sword to help you kill that boss. Maybe there was a character that you liked and you couldn't romance him and needed more limelight. Maybe you needed extra difficulty to make it harder because you felt the game wasn't challenging enough. Well, without further ado, here are the nominees for Best DLC.
I hope you guys are ready for more. Because now we're moving on to the Best DLC and Expansion Award, aka the Experience Expansion Award. Here are the nominees: Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate, Doom Eternal, The Ancient Gods Part 1, World of Warcraft Shadowlands, Ghost of Tsushima Legends, and Super Smash Bros. Season 1 Fighter Pass.
And the winner for Best DLC is... Sorry, it's in here. Ah, here we go. Sorry about that. And the winner for Best DLC is Ghost of Tsushima Legends Mode. Thank you very much, guys.
Every note of Ghost of Tsushima hit with such clarity in what the devs envisioned. It was almost unthinkable that they could take it even further. But they did when they dropped their free multiplayer expansion, Ghost of Tsushima Legends. Like I said, it was fucking free, featuring completely new ways to play the game. Its mythical art style and dark visuals heavily contrast against the main story, which was heavily grounded in reality. And it provides the perfect tone for the scenarios you'll find yourself in while you're slicing and dicing through demons. With such a great and expansive offering provided to us for free by the team at Sucker Punch, thanks guys. Yeah, we simply had to give this year's XX award to Ghost of Tsushima Legends.
Hey, we're back! Just like some of these titles. Whether it's only a fresh coat of paint or they use some kind of necromantic magic to bring it back from the dead, it's always nice to see older games revitalized, rehashed, and remade for a modern era. There's the chance to make improvements, include features that might have been once cut from the game, add some completely new elements altogether, or even just spiffy up the frame rates and the fidelity. Feats like this, no matter how small, deserve to be appreciated.
Or even the smallest of changes can make a huge difference in the way a game plays. And remaking a game from scratch ain't no wine and roses. So now we'd like to announce our nominees for the Respawn Award for the Best Remaster/Remake of 2020.
Here to present this award is local cosplayer and content creator, the ever-cheerful Jammy Jam.
Hey guys, thank you for having me. I'm excited to present today's award for Best Remake of 2020. Something I really love about remakes is just that classic nostalgia of your favorite classic games, but with that shiny new pretty packaging of the graphics of today. So that's my favorite thing about remakes. So here are the nominees.
I'm back, and so are these titles. Here are the best remasters and remakes of 2020. For the Respawn Award, here are the nominees. Demon Souls, Destroy All Humans, Final Fantasy VII, the remake, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2, and Resident Evil 3.
Final Fantasy VII!
When it comes down to the revitalization of a game, Final Fantasy VII Remake definitely did it the best. Not only were the characters brought back and the well-known story retold, but the remaking? It didn't stop there.
New mechanics, completely overhauled combat system, and fresh maps built from the ground up. None of the other picks got even close with the amount of time and effort put into the restoration of one of the most critically acclaimed games of all time. And that's why it's our winner for this year's Respawn Award. Let's get one thing clear. Every artist in this show is a winner. But we want to award the amazing creativity and passion some of these artists put into their work. And the best way to do that is to call them the best, and to give them an award that in all logistical sense actually doesn't really mean anything at all. But, yeah.
Just means you're cool. With that being said, here are the nominees for Artist of the Year.
Let's bring the house down.
And the winner is...
It's gonna be...
ELEPS.
There we go.
Congratulations, ELEPS. Your shit slaps hard. One of the best indie games ever created is Undertale. It proves you can create absolute magic with limited resources and limited personnel. The Toby Award is named after the creator of the game, Toby Fox, as most of the work was done by him and a very small team. Just goes to show you don't need billions of dollars to create a beautiful video game. The following nominees were all handcrafted by independent studios. People who truly care about video games. People whose budgets were tight, but their imaginations were vast and their creativity was unburdened by the prying hands of publishers, those who actually respect the art and the process of creation. Presenting the Toby Award is one who's no stranger to the creative process herself. Please welcome our friend, Alicornia Cosplay.
Thank you, Project SuperVillain, for having me as a guest tonight. I am dressed as Antakamaki in celebration of Persona 5 Royal's North American release last year. Now, while I may not have an indie game costume for you, I do very much enjoy the games themselves. And the reason for this is, I think the developers have a little more room for experimentation and creativity. So we might see content and themes not normally explored in more mainstream games. This might be something a little darker, like various forms of abuse, or something ridiculous, like flying around in a giant cat or capybara. I'm here for it. But enough from me. Let's see the nominees.
That's what I like to see. Lone wolves doing what lone wolves do best. Killing it. These are the nominees for the best indie game of 2020. Hades. Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout. Deep Rock Galactic. Phasmophobia. And the Pathless.
What's that? Do we have our winner? Ah, thank you. And the winner is Hades.
When an indie game can stand out on its own merits against the likes of AAA games, you know you've got something special on your hands. Hades was an unfathomably deep experience for an indie title, and we believe that no one was truly prepared for what this game had to offer.
Even just visually, it's quite something to behold.
And that's before you get into its amazing systems, combat mechanics, excellent characters, witty and varied dialogues, and its emotionally complex narrative about the relationships between father and son. It brings you all of this with endless hours of gameplay to be had. Undoubtedly, our winner had to be Hades.
Okay, so you asked for it and we delivered. We always want to include some choices from our audience in our shows. So, for those of you who have been voting over the past couple months over on our Twitter and our Facebook, we wish your nominees the best of luck. But, let's see who the winner is.
We asked what you guys wanted, and you have spoken. Here is the fan-voted Game of the Year Award, aka the Villain's Choice Award. Here are the nominees: Spider-Man Miles Morales, Hades, The Last of Us Part 2, Ghost of Tsushima, Animal Crossing New Horizons, Half-Life Alyx, and Final Fantasy VII, The Remake.
And the winner of the Villain's Choice Award is... Ghost of Tsushima.
What a shock! People actually like this shit? No freaking way. For real though, it is unsurprising, as Ghost of Tsushima was one of the best games of 2020 for sure. And clearly you villains enjoyed it as much as the rest of the world. After all, it's one hell of a game.
None of these awards were a super easy choice, both in the video game and the music side of things. But Every nominee truly deserves respect and praise here.
This is the big one, the track of the year. One artist, one track. Best of 2020 EDM is all here, but only one can take the honor. Here are the nominees.
And the winner for Track of the Year is Zenith by Sterrezo. Congratulations, Sterrezo. Your sound slaps, it kicks ass, good shit.
Now, it's time to talk about the most prestigious award this show has to offer.
And that would be the Game of the Year award. This is the game that really went the distance in overall quality, with gameplay, story, characters, music, sound effects, visual effects, and so much more.
Every one of these aspects colliding and merging with each other to synthesize into the perfect amalgamation of a video game. Here are the elite titles of 2020, presented to us by none other than our very own Killboss. Take it away, buddy. Go. What are you waiting for?
Ooh. Yeah. Oh. Holy shit, there are a lot of people out there. Yeah, me hope me don't piss myself. Yo. Yeah, hey everybody, hey, it's me. Yeah, you know me name King Kong. Me, I'm cool, you know, good at Peach. So you give me Peach for free. Give me Peach for free. And, you know, me can take over the show now because, you know, me show, me cool. Not these guys, the King Kong show now, no longer the Pizva show. So, me gonna grab the piece of papier here. Me gonna do a little bit of read for you guys. Oh, fuck. Yeah, hey, me can't read. Oh, shit. Yeah, okay, guys, listen, me gonna be serious with you. Me didn't think that there was gonna be this much read involved, so, me just gonna stand up here and talk about Peach now. Wow! Hey, you need me shot! Hey, man, what the fuck? Buddy, what the fuck, man? Why you sue me?
Because you ruin everything!
Hey, fuck you! Me cool! Not you! Me!
Good. I hate Kong. Now that we're rid of the paradoxically moronic ape, here are the Game of the Year nominees for 2020. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Ghost Runner. Hades. Animal Crossing New Horizons. Eternal. Cyberpunk 2077. And Ghost of Tsushima.
And the winner for the Project SuperVillain Game of the Year goes to... Can I get a freaking drum roll, please? Ghost of Tsushima. Who the hell's surprised? Nobody.
Ain't that something? Imagine that. With all the gushing that we've done this year, you didn't possibly think that Ghost of Tsushima was gonna win Game of the Year. I mean, that'd just be stupid.
That makes no sense.
No.
Ghost of Tsushima really delivered this year. It provided pretty well the best experience in almost every aspect that it had to offer. So you look at the campaign, you look at the multiplayer, you look at the story, the characters, everything just melded perfectly together, and the game was just absolutely fantastic. I don't think anybody disagrees with that.
The game was very pretty. I did quite enjoy the foxes, actually.
If you didn't pet all the foxes, you weren't a true gamer.
You're a fucking monster. Clearly one of the most epic games of the decade. There was no doubt in our minds from the first time that we set foot in Tsushima to the very last time that we sheathed our sword, this was going to be our Game of the Year. And it rightfully deserves that title. So, we're giving our Game of the Year award here at Project SuperVillain to Ghost of Tsushima. Congratulations, Sucker Punch.
Well, that's all we've got for you guys. That's it. All the awards that we have for 2020. We'll probably come up with some more next year, but that's for another day to talk about. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you leave a like. Make sure you comment your favorite games of the year. Obviously, this is a very biased award show. All of these games we loved wholesomely pretty well. So obviously, everybody's going to have different opinions. We'd love to hear yours down below. Make sure you comment.
Also, if you are followed, subscribed, or liked any of that stuff, make sure you keep your eyes open for our top 10 games of 2020 list, which will be coming out March 1st. So that is where we're going to delve into our absolute favorite releases of the year, all 10 of them, and we're going to tell you why they're so great, why we loved them, and just put them in a ranking in an order. So that's something you're definitely going to want to see, especially if you like the awards show that we have going on here.
And even after that, we're going to be doing the tracks of the year. That one's going to be a little bit later. We don't have a definitive date for you yet. But look forward to that, the top 10 dubstep tracks of the year as well. I guess I should say EDM, but you get the gist. That's going to be it for today's show, guys.
All right. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching.
See y'all later.
Project dismissed.
Joe.